I've scored some worldies in training.
There's no way. You man can rip that, yeah, but he's a centre back. The way he's dribbling all crowd,
Hey, by the way, this is his best story. This is his best story he's got. Oh, you've told Troy about 5 times now, but go and tell Andre.
And you went up front.
I didn't go up, so you're already twisting the story. You know I didn't go up front. I didn't go up front. This is how bad it is. Hey. No, I'll tell you what. I turned up to play this game. I knew the fan, when they turned around and said, can you play in midfield? I was like, why? Because these guys need to play at the back. They couldn't move. Listen, mate, Lionel Messi couldn't carry Barcelona, yeah? You think Adrian Mariappa's going to carry them?
Messi or Ronaldo?
I've always been Team Ronaldo, always. And it's not about anything other than you feel like you've been on a journey with Ronaldo. Yeah. You've seen him grow. Remember when he came and he was skinny, falling over all the time? Yeah. Like gets Millwall in the FA Cup final.
Messi or Ronaldo?
Messi.
Andre?
Messi.
Just.
Ronaldo.
I'm kind of on a reflective thing at the moment, but you know when you just don't even appreciate it? Like people are too busy arguing. Like stats yesterday, Messi's like 600 goals.
It's mental.
I didn't even play 600 games.
You know, it's the
bro, I ain't scored 600 goals in games and training.
Yeah. Let alone. Do you know, like when you hear that number, yeah, you're like,
When you think about it, how many goals man scored? That's shooting practice, everything.
Wait, Suarez, Suarez.
Full.
He's a scumbag, but
Suarez,
But I don't know, but they knew what he was about. He's never hidden it, you know what I'm saying?
And I didn't like the commentating as well, though.
What?
Because it's like, he's this, and this. Like he was that at Liverpool.
But this is
like he beat up Everett, everything, like all of that nonsense, the biting, the racism stuff. Like he's been that person, but now he's not at Liverpool. It's okay to say it.
Yeah.
And that's the third Don he's bitten as well. It wasn't that good.
Come like Big Mike.
It's not even like man is saying, you know what, it's out of character for Louis. Like, he bit him on the man. You know what I'm saying?
But the man's about, you got to have tight. That's
so here's a question then. So if someone bit you in a game.
Oh, it's going off.
I'll chin him.
It's going off.
I'll chin him.
Afterwards, it's going off. In that, I got to try and bite you back.
Nah, it's not in me to bite, man. I'm punching him in the face. I know he's punching him.
I think I'll be in disrespect. I'll be like,
I'll punch him in the face.
If you bit me in the game, bro, I'll be like, are you
there is an element of surprise.
Are you feeling alright?
I'm looking down.
You start seeing teeth marks.
I'm seeing man's teeth.
Teeth, man. I'm talking about DNA. I'm talking about you don't know what he's got, what's going on.
Bro, no. Listen, like you get bitten by a human. What happens when you get bitten by a dog? They get put down, fam. You understand?
So here's another thing then. Sorry. The Jack Grealish situation.
Oh, that's a mad thing.
Wait, but how come his brethren didn't jump in, fam?
Surely you're going to see the brother running onto the pitch.
But you know what's wicked? When you see the guy running, you see a few footballers just walking past like, bruv, he's not wearing kit, fam. You know what I'm saying? Man are just walking, man looking for Lucozade bottles and that man just rushed straight through everyone. No one clotheslined him on the way in.
It's true.
But it's after when they held him down and like, they'll get him.
They'll stamp him out.
But I think that's a bigger issue though. Like, if you look at now, if you
It's scary,
if you was
bro.
to clap in,
Yeah, it's scary.
Anything.
It's self-defense.
Yeah, it's scary.
No, but I'm saying.
First and you hit him back.
No, you're going to get sent off.
As soon as he gets on the pitch,
sent off.
But on the street, if someone punches you first.
Bro, as soon as he enters the pitch, he's liable to get tucked in by anyone. And you can't tell no one nothing.
But this is what I'm saying. So we had the meeting with the FA. It's completely different, because if you touch him, your class is a role model, isn't it? Your class is set a certain set of
No, but if he hits you first, like he's got a strong kick, you hit him.
Like if you hit him back, then go. There's got PFA got to do something, FA got to do something, Premier League got to do something.
But this is the problem with me.
Got to do something.
You know, they're human beings, innit? Like this is what pisses me off because.
Well, this is the same thing with racism.
We're humans.
Like literally, so someone can be in your face there and go, you know what I mean?
You're not allowed to react.
You got to say, okay.
Yeah.
and
let's take this to a tribunal and that ref.
But if he's at your face and all of that, like you can't do anything.
But that happened, obviously, Wolves was the highlight one, but that happened to my family at the game. game.
Yeah, that's mad.
But then the people at Wembley then come up to my brother and that, was obviously my brother's not really trying to take it the same way as like Mrs. and that. And they're going, oh, well, it's just the allegations, your word against theirs.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's like...
Yeah, but who'd make that up? Like,
That's what I'm saying.
They'd be racist for no reason.
But that's why, I don't know if you saw what Les Ferdinand was basically saying.
That's I think.
Yeah, and I have to rate what he's actually saying. How can non-black people speak for black people on a subject?
Marvin, your food's here, mate. Look at that.
Cheers, boss.
We're a real talented subject, and you want to get pizza?
Yeah, I want to win it, bruv. Yeah, bruv.
Thank you, buddy.
Cheers, boss. Thank you.
Yeah, but that's my whole thing with it is like, where's the line now? Because obviously you're big on social media and that, so naturally you'll get attacked as well, innit?
We get the worst, bruv. Me and Flex get the maddest. You know what it is. I know these men hate me. They chat bare shit, this, that, and the other. I just mute them, let them talk their shit.
Yeah.
We've got the worst.
Yeah.
But here's my thing. So I obviously took my comments off just so I can only see this.
Yeah.
But I didn't do it because it bothered me. I do it because it bothers others.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how are Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all these people not doing it? Because I've reported at least 60 just to try and remove it, and it comes back, the monkey emoji isn't racist.
Bro, they don't care.
You see what I'm saying?
But this is the meeting. But this is the thing. I think the FA, the PFA, and the Premier League was meeting with social media, Instagram, Twitter, to basically say, right, enough's enough.
Here's my thing about
until it affects their money.
Yeah. So here's
of course. Yeah, like.
Until it affects them, if they haven't.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. We're on the 25th year anniversary of Kick It Out.
Listen,
I've
got my thing with them.
People have that, and I'm with you on that. I'm saying on the 25th year of it, it's the first year we've ever got an armband.
Yeah.
It's the first year we've ever actually made any noise about it, because Raheem and Pep have made it cool to talk about.
It's mad.
And how now, after 25 years just in football, you can go back, to the 1920s and however early one.
I think it's even worse now.
Of course it is. But what I'm saying is,
and that's no disrespected back then, but like...
How now are we only just going to talk to Instagram, Facebook and stuff like that?
My thing with the let's kick it out was...
Because Sterling now, he's got more power than the media. That's what it is. And because he's done that, they've realised like he's more powerful than like the papers and that.
110%. That's why you have to rate Sterling and what he's done. But also, I look at Let's Kick It Out. They could have done this and gone to all of the high black players in the Premier League and say, let's work together because this is going to be an issue. Like, my thing was, obviously, when I played, you got the T-shirt, and then that was it. You signed the T-shirt, you give it to a fan. You know what I'm saying? And then it was gone. You know what I mean? There was nothing said.
And that was brought up in the meetings as well. Because you got to remember, that is before kickoff as well. So your target audience is probably 75% down. How many people come and watch a warm-up, really?
And that's my
thing.
thing.
What I mean? You time it so you get in
what
just
Les
before the game.
Ferdinand and John Barnes saying, it's not just a football thing. So what we're trying to say, you can say, you can't say black so-and-so in the stadium, but the minute you can go out, you can say, hey, blackie. You know what I'm saying? When you get out, like, it's
but that was my thing with the whole Instagram thing the week. I just thought the same thing. Like, we're going to do a 24-hour strike or whatever, and then the next day they're going to be like, I'm allowed to say...
That made me laugh.
Come on, John.
That made me laugh. I was like, most of these men don't even control their own pages anyway.
And I thought, how much percent of us as footballers contribute to social media compared to the whole world? Like Kylie Jenner and all that. Instagram do not care that we boycotted it.
No. Do you know what? I disagree with that to an extent, because look how much coverage it got.
Now, you know what?
Yeah, but it went
so quick and so small.
And this is the whole thing.
No one knew about it.
Yeah, we've got to come together. You've got to come together.
And I said this to you, like, I thought that was so poorly organised.
It was just out of the blue.
I didn't even
it was just out of the blue. I got an email from PFA saying, can you do this? And the text,
and said we're doing it till the morning. I was like, well, people have been doing it for the last...
I just saw bare people doing it, and I was like, this seems cool, but what is it doing?
But that's what I'm saying.
You know,
I can't lie. I don't know what
there's no message behind it.
I knew it wasn't what the message behind it.
What I'm saying is, in terms of the actual impact it had, just off that little bit, we're now talking about it. So then that's what I'm saying. So that if you're going to move on from that,
impact,
then you need to go, right, how do we sit down and break it? Do you know what the thing is? We're getting mad close to the NFL now. And the NBA. So if you look at them, player-wise, it's 90% black mixed ethics.
But you got to look at under England, under 16, 17,
Yeah.
19.
Yeah.
Yo,
But that's what I'm saying. But in terms of playing, in terms of that, this level here, that's like, we're probably at about, I'd say, of mixed ethnicities, at least 90%.
Yeah.
You then go to the next tier of managers, what's the 3 at the minute in 72?
Oh, the manager thing's mad.
Then you go the next level, there's none.
Yeah.
There's no one's, you don't see any black mixed guys in at any level of boardroom.
Oh,
Les,
obviously.
Les is the only one.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Les is it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
But now you mentioned the NFL, it's like the Kaepernick thing, bro. They don't care.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They did that, and even the black players was doing it
that was a mad
because
thing.
it affects their money, bro.
Blackballed him.
They
all come together. But
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, they all stood there.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Don't get me wrong, he got his money out there.
Yeah, he did, but
the message is still being
Yeah, of
missed.
course. As footballers stand together, how far are we going to take it? Because they didn't do that in NFL.
Yeah.
After black players, 3/4 of them didn't kneel.
Okay.
Because they didn't wanna
I'll tell you
lose their
something
money,
now
bro.
then.
They don't wanna lose
Okay.
their money.
I'll tell you something then.
So-
As obviously black players, if everyone come together and said, right, you got to play a game on Saturday, all the black players can't play. Can't play. When your name's on the team sheet,
So no.
don't play. Would that be a negative thing or would that be a positive thing? Because you're going to have to make noise and make in some way.
Only way it works is if everybody does it.
That's what I'm
Like 3
saying.
people.
That's
Their
what
goal
I'm
is.
saying. You can't have the one person.
Yeah, that's my point. Like, it has to be every turn of the
But
person.
this is what I'm saying. The thing is, if everyone's together, it's different. But
Yeah.
then, what automatically comes down to is morals.
Yeah.
Because people are not raised. Again, we're gonna go deep here. I'm 30. How old are you, bro? Sorry. 30. So we're the
25.
latter end. That's how long your beard's been. Like that. Anyway, latter end of morals, and this generation now is instant. It's boom, 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 boom. We've still got a little bit of the old school in us.
Oh, yeah.
So that's where now you will turn down certain things for money because of I don't really agree with that.
Yeah, that
Like,
makes
I
sense.
personally still don't rock Gucci. Never really did that much anyway. But I don't. Not with all of that. So
But
I
this
don't-
is
I
what I'm
don't
saying. We need to boycott everything.
But that's what I'm
This
saying,
is
but at the
how
same
far
time-
But it's
But at the
very,
same time-
very, very
the same
difficult.
way-
It's very difficult.
because
But
yeah,
I'm
no,
saying
but
it
this
comes
is-
down to morals. Like,
Yeah, but
I
this
don't
is-
tell my girl she can't wear Gucci. She wants to wear Gucci. Do your own thing. But I'm just not wearing it.
But
It's
this is
similar
what-
to
this is
like a
what
Beyonce
Biggie and
thing.
Jay-Z did.
Beyonce was meant to do a deal with Reebok.
Yeah.
And literally, she got into the room and
Said
she
the
was
black
like,
people want to do
"Yeah,
that."
like,
Said
hold
no.
on a minute. Is this the team that's going to work on my project?" She got up and walked out because she's like, "There's no one
diversity,
here
innit?
that reflects my background." Like, so to bring that to sport, you only need one player to be like, "Nah, I don't really feel that idea. I'm going to do it," and then it just throws them. Like, it's all over the place, you know what I mean? But it's hard to go through all the teams and go to every black player and then, right, we
It's
need
about
you
education, though, bro. From terms of internally, if
But
you look
again, this is a kick it out of
of
football.
but
thing.
then you've got to look at
They
it.
should think about a strategy
Of course.
to make noise to say, okay, how are we going to affect
Yeah,
the
the
Premier
wider.
League
Yeah.
with us doing something?
But then you say that I still like Ivan Toney, Peterborough, getting hammered because he scored, which didn't make, I think, Portsmouth. I think they beat Portsmouth. Portsmouth had to go in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Bear abuse. So it's not just. It's
Oh, yeah,
right, like,
bro,
by the
it's
way,
even
people- what I'm
fucking
saying-
worse
I
down there,
understand,
bro.
I understand. Yeah, but what I'm saying to you is though, that's what everyone. See how you just said it there.
Yeah.
Just the narrative of it is, if we affect the Premier League, that'll have a knock. No, just don't matter. Don't matter if it's Sunday League. Don't matter if it's anything.
But this
Right?
is the FA's problem because they don't care about nothing that happens non-league.
Okay, I got one.
The same way
FA Cup final.
the same way I got
FA
banned.
Cup
When
final.
I got banned
Yeah.
for my tweets from when I was playing non-league,
Yeah.
they admitted they seen them when I was playing for them, and they didn't say nothing. As soon as I
But
got
now
to the
you're
Premier
Prem,
League,
it's the
it's a
thing,
problem.
yeah.
They don't care. It's only
Which
because
is
now we're
mad
Premier
you're
League
talking about
footballers, we're a face, and people notice. That's what they don't care about what's going on.
And I'm
below the
working with someone at
Championship.
the minute now to kind of talk to footballers that this is a massive thing now because everyone's getting done now. Who
Yeah.
got done the other day?
That the youth from Leicester.
Yeah,
Leicester,
Chowdhury, for something
Yeah.
like he did when he was in the youth team.
Yeah.
So as a management company or as an agent, you should be going to all of your players, like, give me companies, and they delete.
You can literally do it for £30.
Yeah. Oh, you know the guy that went
You
on
can
to
literally get someone to do it for £30.
the guy that went on to Britain's Got Talent, the comedian Kojo. He
Yeah.
deleted 70,000 tweets before he before it aired because he knew I said some crud back in the days. Yeah.
But then this is what I'm saying. When it comes to education, though, this will bring you back to that point. How many people in football come from anything other than low income housing?
Yeah.
Well,
So
your product and your environment.
So you don't know any difference. So when it comes back to the realness of it all is, we then go to status. I need to get that whip, that car, that chain, this, that. Because I automatically go back to the money because the money makes you something. Yeah, so but we don't educate enough now.
But this goes back to even as a professional footballer and obviously Premiership. Like there's what is it? 60% of Premier League footballers after 3 years after retiring from football go bankrupt.
Yeah, of course.
This is because of education.
Yeah,
from
but this is
back
what I'm
there.
saying. But I'm not talking about the money. But I'm saying this is as a young kid.
Yeah, but this is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I'm saying from our backgrounds. Again, I don't know everyone's background. I'm just talking personally about myself and Drake. I know what we're like. But like, you look and I said this before. When you look up to a drug dealer, you don't look up to a drug dealer because you think that's cool. You look up to him because he's the only one that's
he's like a father figure, isn't it?
He's
like,
he's the one that's got a car.
Yeah.
He's looking after people.
He's the one that's controlling, as a
like,
father.
He's the one you look up to and go, rah, like,
but
he must be doing all
here's
right.
devil advocates then. So how do you tell an 18-year-old that's just signed his new deal on 15 grand a week, this is how we need to play your money?
Because you tell them how you flipping
but they've already thought they've made it. They've already thought they've made it.
This is where we need to educate ourselves as adults as well, because we control our kids, our children.
110%.
Even though we've probably done the wrong things with our money,
110%.
because we haven't been taught it, we're the ones that can change the children because we've learnt it ourselves now.
Yeah,
because they're not going to learn it in school.
Look at your youth team. Are you going to go into and tell them, bruv, you've just got a big Range Rover, 18, and all of these designer clothes?
When they do that, ask them who's the one calling them out. All of us?
Yeah.
Like, you sure?
Yeah.
You want to get a Range Rover, you still live with
That's
your
my
mum.
point. But that's my point.
But you know what, me personally, my dad didn't allow me to do any of that.
Yeah, but this is what I'm about to go into that.
One, he just said he should just take my money off me.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying to you. The problem is now we give people money, and again, coming back to the status thing. So you're saying, let's just go off your example. This kid's earning 15 bags a week.
Yeah.
As a parent now, and it's happened to me at some points in time, they stop telling you what to do. Yeah, because you then become the provider for them.
Yeah. Exactly.
So what happens mad is like, I don't really want to say something to him. They might think it. I don't want to say something to him because he might have a tantrum and stop paying the gas bill this month. Or whatever way, shape or form it might be. It takes a very strong parent. Like my mum's backed me up enough times, still does to this day.
Like literally,
like, you get in that, you're a fool, you know.
And literally, we're at this process now. Obviously, we're doing a life after football thing and going into the youth team and saying, okay, like the stats say, all of you guys in here, you're never going to see the first team. The stats, no one's doing a Rashford. It's very rarely someone's going to go from the youth team to the first team, and it's very rarely they're going to do that, and the stats are really high. Also, the stats are high that the people, the kids in the youth team are also not even going to see professional football. You know what I mean? So, what do you guys want to do?
Always been my personal thing is control what you can control. I can control how I train, how I live. Yeah. What I, when I do get a chance, play, because the things like you said, you get it back and manage. I've had it, and then you do get released. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? You can't control that. Yeah. But that's why I've said people say, do you want your kids to play football? And I'm like, no way.
I'd hate my kids.
Because
you know what? It's the roof. People don't see the ruthlessness that's in there, and it's not just from the manager, from player to player. It's not like these people will literally say, "Oh, take the money, cool."
Take the money out.
Literally, as soon as move team, you don't speak to the people.
Take the money out.
Ever again.
Take the money out of the scenario. Take the money out of the scenario. Like, is it like in employment terms? Is it great employment? Like, if you were on, like let's say. Oh, when the argument of if you worked for Tesco's and Asda offered you more money, you would go to Asda, like, you know what I mean? But take this out of, obviously, football in general as a kind of, it's a horrible industry.
Yeah, the way
it's a horrible industry.
It's the same, it's like entertainment, music, whatever, it's all the same. Bruv, if you know the
Scored a penalty, FA Cup in the was it Arsenal? No.
Semi-final.
So you scored a penalty, and the next game you get sent off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like from there to there.
So it's balance.
Yeah.
Balance, don't it? I'm not gonna do that. I don't do that.
Yeah.
It's like balance. You can try to come to me, bro.
This guy's a dickhead, bro.
I know. It's like.
He's always the first to play victim as well.
I know, but I don't mind it because you know what? Like, you know why? Because I've been on him all off camera, and I was like, look, Matt, please. Cool. But I didn't do it on purpose for anyone that's watching. But yeah, going to get someone that's 5'2" and I'm 6'4".
So you try to put your arm across.
Just literally pushed and carried on running.
Brushed.
You can see it was.
Come on,
From his eye.
Yeah, how was it?
He ran into man's arm, bro.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if I was, again, a big guy, if I was doing it properly, I know how to look after myself. I know how to tuck somebody in. Like, if he was a big guy,
it's just on his chest or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just carry on. But the thing is,
you remember your comments you made about the soft
2017.
There was soft touch.
2017.
You just need to get into the
2017. That's what I'm saying. This is why, again, media and all that pisses me off. 2017.
But it's always
one game.
This goes back to your fault when you said the tweet back in the days. They're gonna bring that forward because when you're on Flames.
Because they only want to remember what they want to remember.
Exactly.
They
So
bring up the good stuff, the things that, for instance, now the things that Troy done between them times he said that to now. They don't want to speak about when he scored the penalty in the last minute against the semi-final a few days ago. You know what I mean? They only want to see what they want to see, and that's
how do we stoke it up and make it more of a business?
That's footballers in general. I just don't think they enjoy the fact that.
But that's the media. Look at the whole Sterling thing. I only wanted to talk about him. Like,
but this is the funny thing for me, and it's bad. It's good that you're here actually. So when I see like these Arsenal fan TVs and that, I've seen all of these people, other than the one person I genuinely want to see, the 50-year-old man in the whole tracksuit. What's his name? The black guy.
Who will be?
No.
Ty.
Yeah. Other than him, like everybody else I've seen and be like, problem. Nah, no problem. Cool. Spoke to him, whatever. Everyone understands it. Other than that,
what is he? But he's
deluded though.
No, he's 50-odd years old in a full tracksuit. Like I can't take the serious anyway.
Wow.
But man know that though.
Yeah, but more importantly, I don't do that because they literally go, you're clout chasing. So this is where I don't understand the whole internet and reality. That's where I kind of take myself away from it sometimes. And I'm asking you because obviously you would naturally, as a fan, you would hammer people and good or bad.
Yeah,
but like
absolutely.
you'd have the conversation.
But bruv, you have to, like for me, I like to look at them guys. These men are human, innit? Like I think a lot of these people, footballers on the pitch, a lot of them do wild stuff because they feel protected, and I feel like a lot of men as well online, they talk the most crap because they feel protected, and that's what it is, bruv. Like,
look, we've all been
social
on the pitch
media
and stuck it on players.
This
and
is
they
it,
don't want
bro.
to hear none of it.
Like the last game I played in for my channel, I got into a physical altercation and it's on camera because if it's a fight, blood. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not thinking, we're playing football.
I just literally, what I want to know the thought process that goes through this, where you can go from talking about a man's footballing and
as soon as it goes away from football,
and then you want to talk about personally,
bruv, as soon as it goes to personal attack, as far as I'm concerned, if I see you, we have a problem. You see what I'm saying?
Energy and karma.
Like, it's not a joke no more. Like, you can talk about
to Miles, it weren't nothing. It was said in a banterish kind of way. So I was just like,
you weren't sure. But for me, like, just keep it how it is, bro. Because with social media, before social media, if you wanted to say something to a man's face, you were kind of expecting a man to talk you up.
How many times I say it? Now man are just sitting there. I don't even think about saying it. It's a lie. Social media is a lie.
Man are there with their greasy hands and they're eating their food, typing on their food.
I hope they do this whole take the likes and comments.
I think the likes, like I had this massive thing, I was talking to Ashley Kane, and like I get what he's saying.
Yeah, because he's made his business off it.
He's made his business off that.
Yeah.
But it's so deep now. I don't want my son to grow up in an industry or grow up to be scared that I can't put that on social media because I might only get 50 likes. I need to get over 200 likes to like, and that's what it's coming down to. You know what I mean? Look at the guy that was on Love Island, Mike. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I see, like, if you think about someone that works a 9-to-5 job, and he's just a normal guy. with his mates, whatever, does what he does. But you take that 9 to 5 guy and you throw him into spotlight, and all these lights are on him, and then he's in that spotlight for what? How long?
You see me?
3 months. 3 months, and then you take him back out and put him back in that. I felt they got no support because the reality TV shows.
All they care about is their ratings. And
exactly. So they don't care about the actual person.
But I think the people you can talk to that you're close to, say for instance, like you said, your son.
Yeah.
You should grow up to know that you only need your people. Have your Instagram private. Like if you can't handle that part of it, because that's what's going to come.
But this is the pressure.
I think it's people seeing how other people are living.
This is the pressure.
Of course.
Oh my God, he's got 10,000 likes.
Bro, how's my man? His comments are dropping, his likes are up. I don't know, you know that?
It's a hype. That's what it is. It is the thing to do.
He's signed with this.
And that's why it's bad, innit? Like it is the thing to do. And for my man, that Mike guy, he's obviously come out and he's got a profile now, innit? And I'm sure he'd like if he wasn't on there, he wouldn't have a Instagram as it is. But now it is that's what it's based on, and it'll happen to a lot of them. I bet a lot of them are depressed who are in reality.
Yeah, but that's because a lot of them ain't doing nothing before. Then they get all this gas. Do you know what I mean? And you get your million followers or whatever. Then after that, then what? Do you know what I mean? There's no plan for after, innit? And
I really hope they take it away. For mental health wise,
it's dangerous.
It's very, very dangerous.
If social media is that's where you get your validation.
110%.
For yourself, you mean?
Yeah.
I'm playing in a game for mental health, and it's that obviously just thinking about people that are suffering through depression, and it's pretty deep. My missus is a psychologist, and the story she comes home with, like, listen, makes you realise how blessed you are. But again, Mike's scenario, obviously, and I feel that comes down to social media.
How old was he though?
I think he was only like,
I'm thinking
young,
because
like, he used to play ball as well, like non-league and that.
We're at the age that we were here before the internet, innit? So because of that, we know how to use it.
BBM days.
Yeah, but that's it. BBM, like MSN Messenger and that.
Dialogue.
Bro, my mum's cussing man down the phone and I'm trying to log in. Bro, MSN. I was drawing gal on MSN, bro. That's what I'm saying. And then when we got the BB pins, it was like, boom. So because we had that, we know how to use it. You know what I'm saying? We know how to log in. We know how to log in and log out.
That's
but
my point.
my brother's 20, innit? Like, and him, he's always had internet. He's always had social media. So because of that, like, it's normal life to these people. They don't understand that it's not real. Bro.
I think the kids at school now, they need to be educated.
But they're not going to be.
Nah,
It's not going to be. It's not going to be the curriculum to like.
No, Jesus. Kids that say they can pick whatever they want to be, boys, girls, aliens.
And listen, don't get this done.
That's what I'm saying. We can go down.
That's what I'm saying, because the phone. Yeah, I know.
I'll tell you what the world's coming to. When we were younger, we were going to the chip shop. Yeah, I know the kids are going to Nando's now for food. What? Yeah. I'm in Nando's now. Look at the cost. And I'm like,
man used to have the £1 and
that's what I'm trying to say.
You know that man could get a portion of chips and an ice pole and that. You know them ones, and now man are going with their £5.
It can be the most powerful thing you own.
But I got two brothers
just being taught how to use it.
And they don't know how to function without a phone now.
Yeah.
Or an iPad.
I remember Kevin Hart made a skit about obviously the Wi-Fi going down in the house and his kids kicking off. Where's the Wi-Fi?
That's what we live on now.
That's what I'm trying to say.
You need Wi-Fi.
It's so hard to take.
You know what I mean? Your Netflix, everything you need.
Everything.
Most people are working from home. You need internet.
Smart TVs and
internet.
Sky Q. What's that, bro? I don't even know what that is, bro.
I remember reading it A to Z.
I know, sitting in the car. I see what the Cody
This is what I'm saying.
Man used to print off an A to Z thing, to go places.
Yeah, you think you could go to the services now and buy one and use it?
Yeah, it's mad.
It take you 10 hours to get where you need to go
Yeah,
to.
it's true.
You probably get pulled over for doing it because they're like, what are you doing?
I'm
reading my sat nav.
You see that scary thing on YouTube of the girl that was a blessing in disguise. Because now I say to Miles, I said, listen, you see the scary woman? She's on YouTube now, so we can't go on YouTube. We can't go to iPad. You know what I mean? So that's
you see, the scariest thing now is you either have your kids at home knowing where they are on the computers or whatever, or they have them running up and down the street and end up in some foolishness and then you get stabbed or shot and somebody's not trying to get caught up in. Because my mum said this to me, like my little brother's always on his Xbox and all this stuff, but
I had it yesterday.
I know where he is.
Conversation yesterday.
You know what I mean? This is the
But the baddest thing is, so you saw that in Ladywood just there.
Yeah.
So like, where from Birmingham, it was like 3 people got shot 5 p.m. midday on the high street.
One up in Wolves, 17-year-old got shot in his head. 15-year-old got arrested for it.
It could be any. Obviously, it happens up and down the country, everywhere. But when it gets closer and closer to home, you're like, nah, I kind of want him to stay now. But you're hoping, if everybody here has kids and cousins or whoever, you can influence them to enough where they can see what your actions are and go, do you know what? That foolishness I don't need to do. But the problem is, to be as successful as we are in all our fields, you can't be at home as much as you should be.
Oh, 100%.
So everything is counterbalanced. So you want to be at home and take care of everything and do whatever.
I think you said it earlier, you're a product of your environment.
Of course you are.
So if you're in an environment on an estate,
yeah,
and that is what is, because he's making money doing that, and I'm definitely not going to go to a job and go to 9 to 5 because
he's got more money than the 9 to 5.
I'm going to do
This comes down to school. It comes down to school. I hated my teachers at school, and they're telling all they have to say, oh, be a teacher, or maybe be a doctor. Well, I don't want to be that. So what else am I supposed to do?
There's nothing.
Oh, you're going to work, you're going to be a bum, then you're going to be a bin man.
I do think though there's more opportunity now than there was when
100%.
But I think that's what we know though.
Yeah, that's fair. There is more opportunity
not what the
with
kids
that.
know. The kids don't know no different.
But the biggest selling point now, probably for everybody in this room, is authenticity. And we are now creating an environment where people don't know who they are. So your biggest selling point is now what we're trying to break away and detach from, because kids are like, I see so and so on Instagram, I need to be like that. I see.
It's
mental. You can literally pick out. You can go on Instagram and find 30 girls that look the same.
Oh, mate, it's mental.
Easy, like
it's
just
mental,
like that.
Mental.
But that's what I'm saying. But it takes them 4 hours to get changed. Takes them 4.5 hours to get unchanged. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Like, probably 100. And they probably took 100 pictures to get that one picture.
If you're a 12-year-old kid, you don't know no different. You look and go,
hey,
that's what we should look like.
We done that photo shoot, and there was a girl there, and she was basically doing her own photo shoot for Instagram. She had like clothes in a suitcase. And we went to barbecue, and like it was just like
basically on the shoot with them doing their own thing as well. But I just think, again, it's a bigger and wider discussion, but there's more onus on us now than ever to influence.
I've got a question for, like, what is your highest and lowest moments in football?
Football, ooh.
Highest has got to be the thing when they penalty save.
The highest for me was FA Cup.
Bro, that's got to be. Surely no, bro. That was a mad thing.
It was but everyone talks about that. I don't see that because my mentality didn't let me appreciate that moment at that time.
You will appreciate that in 10 years' time.
Of course I will, but I'm saying, like, you're asking me the question now. So for me, obviously in that year, I came home from jail playing on tag.
Yeah.
So it was literally like boom, boom, boom. I didn't have time to go, this is mad how you're moving, you know? Because it was always, I'm making up for what I missed out on. And it's only a couple of months, but it's literally like, bang, 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 I need to get this, need to get this, need to get this. I didn't appreciate any of that moment because when we won, it was still the final. The lowest point would be, my lowest point would be mad young, when it was in the same year, but when my dad died, didn't it?
Okay.
So when my dad died, and I'm still trying to, well, you know he was dying, I'm trying to play football, but I'm drinking, trying to get, but like, I just weren't living right.
Were you still playing ball then as well?
I was at Watford, yeah. This is the season before I went to jail.
Okay.
But in the whole midst of these 3 months, I then went from having my superhero, my guy that, like, no matter what, for my dad, I didn't have any issues.
Yeah.
To then going, shit, I've got to look after this guy.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that. Now I'm drinking enough, and I'm still trying to be one of the boys, and I'm still trying to be a footballer. And before I all knew it, my head was a mess, bro. Like, you probably saw me back then, what, 6-7 years ago? If you look at a picture of me 6-7 years ago, I just look angry, bro.
Yeah.
I look angry and confused, and that's kind of that was the hardest part for me.
But you'll say your best moment.
My best moment was the penalty at semi-final. Literally because, again, off the pitch, I've had a mad year. I've got divorced, I've changed my whole life, all of that. And then, like, we was talking about it, innit? We're from council estates, bro.
Yeah.
Like, council estates, watching FA Cups. And I've just scored a goal, and we end up winning a game that is, like, standing there going, now, like, little things, we're going to meet royalty in a week's time.
Listen, it's a massive achievement.
Do you know what I'm saying? But, like, just when that starts sinking in, and you go in, like, that's mad, you know?
So
that is what I'm saying.
And the same thing with you. What would you say your lowest and your highest moment is?
It's tough. I've kind of had the same with him. Like, my career just like.
Mate, I remember. Well, Luton in conference or in League Two.
Conference.
Yeah, we played with Johnny Taylor as well. Like, for me, for where you're there to where you are now.
But then when you was at Shrewsbury, I was at Hinckley.
That's what I'm saying. That's mental.
So I think it was one of them was probably when I was there and I was playing and that, and I thought, right, this is my chance to, just sort my shit out now and go and fix up. And then I got dropped out of the team and I didn't get back in the team. Yeah. And that was like the second half of the season. And I literally just thought, right, I'm gonna have to go back on the roads and do things, and this is how it is now. You know what I mean? Yeah. I've tried. But then obviously the next season I just you know what I mean? And then after that I went to Luton and it was like Troy said, it was like boom, 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 like no time to think. Like I went from Hinckley and in March to signing to Luton in March on loan to then 4 weeks later we're in the playoff final.
Yeah.
So you just like literally flipped within a month.
And I feel like because you've been non-league, you understand that non-league is a horrible place. You know what I'm saying?
And it's real life. It's real life, isn't it?
It's not nice.
It's real life.
And that's why we used to speak about them youth team players. If you grab them there and then drop them down.
But the whole culture now of this new generation is no one has to do the hard stuff. Yeah. No one, and it can be something as little as cleaning boots or whatever. But you have to have lows to appreciate the highs.
So that is, would you say Hinckley's your low point, the high point?
Probably the same, really. Like I think, like obviously I won promotion and all them things, but it's just another level.
Yeah.
Like there's thousands and thousands of players that have won promotion to the Prem.
Yeah.
Or get into the FA Cup final.
It's only 22 maps, 25 people that are playing on the play.
The highest point's got to be modelling for Fresh Ego Kid. It has to be. It's got to be.
I just cut right now. You're doing this for free. That's it for free.
Yeah, I think. My lowest was probably the FA Cup final we lost with Palace. I think that was the end of probably the toughest 18 months of my career. Like just not being anywhere near the team, not being allowed to leave, and not playing.
Yeah.
And then
who was the manager? Who was the manager?
It was Alan Pardew.
You like him a lot? Never heard you talk about it.
Anyway, so we lost, which is gut wrenching anyway.
Yeah.
I was out of contract. I remember I was going away with Jamaica, just thinking.
Troy, did you play in that game? Were you there?
Nah, we lost to them in the semis.
Yeah. Okay.
And then they went on to play United.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I just remember
that's when Batman was dancing. That's when
Lingard, Lingard scored.
That was Pardew was dancing.
Oh yeah.
Giving it all out.
So I just think that was
your lowest moment.
Yeah, well, I've had. There's probably some other times, but I think. I remember the semi-final was definitely one of the highest for me. I remember just at the final whistle, I remember thinking about that final.
Yeah.
And it brought me to tears. I was crying because I was thinking.
Yeah. Just the way we did it.
Just the contrast of feelings from that time to now. Yeah. It was crazy on the same place as well. So. Yeah.
I think just as you get older, you appreciate it more. And again, because we're all conscious now. Like we've all had experiences where it's like this can all be over, boom, boom, boom. You literally just go, nah. Like you need to literally sit and just enjoy this time. I'd say the same with you. Yeah, what made you go? Do you know what? Again, just listen to. I don't know you. This first time we've met in it, so you would.
Rants and Bants, bruv. Tell him, bruv.
No, I know who he is.
Rants and Bants, bruv. Tell him, bruv.
He would have had a lot of distractions along the way, as you said. Grew up where you grew up with your family and that. But what's made you go, do you know what, I'm going to do this social media avenue and because there's still distractions for all of us.
Yeah, there is. No, but you know what it was, like, I always had a focus, innit? So it was calm. Like, I was playing football when I was younger. I was at Fulham in the academy. That kept me off the roads. Like, all my friends were on the roads, nicking mopeds and all that. But I had to be at training.
Yeah.
So luckily, that kept me out of there. Do you know what I mean? And then after that, it was just staying focused, moving around, and just staying out of them circles. Obviously, I still know these people, the ones that aren't in jail and that are still here. But even now, when I go back to ends, they're still doing what they were doing then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Them man are still doing the same thing. Them man are still on the same corner on a different push bike, but they're still on the same corner. So, like, when you see that, and people that I was in class with, like, dying and that, getting stabbed and getting arrested and that, like, it was pretty easy for me to kind of stay out of that. Because I didn't want that for myself. And then obviously, especially my little brother, he's just like a couple of years below me, so I have to look up, make sure my little brother's okay as well. So I had shit to focus on. Do you see what I'm saying? I can't say to my little brother, like, make sure you do well at school and that, this, that, and the other, and I'm out on the road. Like, it don't make sense. Do you know what I mean? So obviously, I had the responsibility to kind of make sure he was cool as well. So, like, there's always distractions there. Like, there's always
I think it's when we're talking to kids and that, of that age, like the teenagers now, it's finding what they want to do. Like, they've all got something in them, innit? And it's finding that and finding an avenue for them. Because me and Troy spoke about this before, yeah? They're like, oh, do you want to do something about knife crime, going to schools and all this stuff? I'm saying, yeah, I want to do it, innit? But I can't sit there to 50 kids from the same background that I know that I come from and tell them something when all they're going to do is look at me and say, oh, you're a footballer though, you've got this. And I get that, because not everyone can play football. So
exactly, you need to offer them an alternative.
It's all good them saying we're role models.
That's what my man who was giving out the JD vouchers for the knives. Yeah. And literally, we come to the office, and he is probably the right person to do it. Like, but big companies and that client will be scared of him.
Of course they are.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
He's so close rooted to it as well.
Oh, listen, he's a funny guy. He's mental. He's mad, but his heart's in the right place. You know what I mean? He come to the office with a pit bull strapped to his body. I've never been stopped. Listen, it's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. But his heart, while we were talking, he starts crying. You know his heart's there, but he just needs help and guidance. But who's going to give him that help and guidance?
Don't care. Listen, this is why this whole thing runs deeper than what. Exactly. It runs deeper than people saying, "Oh, we need to do this, we need to do that." No, it comes. There's so many issues with it, from way higher than we can even imagine. There's a massive agenda. There's a big agenda. We're all put into poverty, and we're all stuck in one area, one community. And that's what it is. Everywhere you go, there's bad areas, but why? It's never spread out. And that's why you got people talking about it who are middle class, because they don't know what they're talking about. So it's all good for them to say that. I had this
argument with my girl's from middle class background, my new girl's from middle class background. Lives out the story. No, she's got enough common sense to know right and wrong. But we had this discussion about Nipsey Hussle like 2 days ago, and she was like, while it's good what he's done, like, you lot are forgetting that he used to sell drugs and there's probably people that died on his watch. I said, yeah, you've got to get that, but then if you're trying to talk to a kid from that same background, I look at him and go, nah, he's sick because he had all that distraction and he knew his end game.
And he's still saying
that. I don't believe in that. Personally, but I don't believe in it. I don't.
You gotta get out.
You gotta get out and come in and out.
I know, but
you still gotta keep yourself relevant. You still gotta keep yourself cool.
He wasn't fake. He wasn't one of these normal rappers. He was really.
But what I'm saying, and then ultimately though, his community killed him. Ultimately,
this is it.
But what I'm saying to you is he's more. When I listen to the whole, he's the Tupac of this generation. I disagree with that because he's a businessman that could rap.
See, I was about to say that I think he is the real Tupac. What everyone thinks about Tupac.
Because Tupac died broke. Like, but his words and message are now lived on. And then that's got a knock-on effect and so on and so forth. But going back to the point, I'm saying, like, I think it's very difficult. And I had this conversation, I want to name drop here, Mark, you'll like this. I had a conversation with Alistair Campbell the other day, the MP. And we were talking, and I'm saying, like, they should be using footballers, musicians, boxers, whatever. Because if you turn around to a kid out there now, walking the street, who's your local MP?
They don't care.
Don't know. What's going on with Brexit? I don't know. Because like, you see that, so you now...
Who's Andy Joshua fighting? Next fight, and they'll tell you that.
Of course. But what I'm saying is, if you're now a middle class guy who doesn't know anything about knife crime, you need to start going to people that have been affected by it, and all these different things. You go, all right, I'm going to use you as a mediator, because you can. I can relay the message this kid just said to me, to you, because I can articulate it better than he can.
This
and
is the
vice
reason
versa.
why this Vaz guy is so important. But
you stop eating, bro. Seriously, that's like the second pizza, you know.
All day, man.
But man said I ate all day, it's all Ramadan. Bear man ain't here. Bear man ain't here all day. Look at you, blood. Look at you, blood.
I still got a few more
I mean,
hours.
you don't go gym anyway, you don't need food, blood. What's wrong with you?
You see me? Don't follow him. Don't follow him. Yeah. Don't follow him. Yeah. Nah, but Faz, for me, he's a real deal. But I don't think people.
Well, you need more people like him.
But it's going to be hard because he's come off the road to be like, enough's enough now.
Wasn't that, I don't know his full story, was it that something to do with his daughter or his cousin or something? He went to a house party, picked him up and saw the knife and that, and he was like, nah, this is nice.
Yeah.
Sometimes some of the kids, they're too far deep now.
Yeah.
They're actually too far real.
They have to leave the ends
Like me, I got out because I signed for Luton.
Yeah, I get
I
that.
had to move. So it just.
But the thing is, though,
killed
you say that, and then I was going to throw a counter argument here. Look how much distraction there is now and the ways to get out. But you can still go back to where you probably was there yesterday. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? But people now get in the head, I've either got to be this way or I've got to be the complete opposite. Like, we live in a day and age, I say this all the time to my son.
Social media, bro.
Now, I said my son's going to be 10 in this month. It's okay to be cool with people. Now it's either they like every single post or they hate you.
What's his name?
You can't be cool no more.
Who's the guy who does the podcast? He's done one with
Joe Rogan.
And done one with Kevin Hart.
Yeah, very good.
Thing,
very good. Yeah,
and it was just like the same thing that we're talking about. Like, people will jump on the bandwagon, don't even know what they're going on about. Yeah. But it's still be jump on the negative chain.
And it's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Back in the day when we was in gangs, it was real, like it was over like money or something.
Yeah,
like deep rooted. Now it's like just our area.
You live on that road?
Yeah.
I live on this one.
And
I know
it's the same
deep to
thing.
people.
It's the same thing. The problem we've got. The same thing Nips also said. Yeah. You're driving around another area. You're looking for someone that looks like you.
Yeah, of course you are.
You're looking for a specific person. This is why so many people are saying like he had nothing to do with it. And they probably not got nothing to do with it. And that's because they just fit a profile and they just think he's in this area, this is going to happen.
It might be.
But it's a fashion as well, because I think like girls like it at that age. It's like, oh.
But again, all goes back to parenting though.
Yeah, it does.
So my
but
daughter.
I just don't think as well, that goes back even further to education, because the parents are not educated enough to teach them.
But that's
it's all good being disciplined, but they need a vision in it. If I'm telling my kid like, oh look, this is what you can do with yourself, and this is how you do it. Like, you're good at maths, right? You can be a trader, and you can be a millionaire off it, and channel it that way. Or anything like you know what I mean?
From other kids as well.
Yeah.
But then again,
you know what I'm saying?
I understand. I agree.
We grew up with the same pressures, but it's a lot different now.
But that's what I'm saying. You had a household or grandparents that would beat you. I know we're not supposed to say this. You could get beat.
Listen,
you're allowed to get
my gran, rest in peace her soul, she used to walk past like a bush and go, yeah. And break it off and be like,
practice on there just in case.
Yeah. I'm like, I knew what time it was.
At the same time though, my dad used to beat me in it, but I rebelled from it. And when I got arrested before, I was in court, and my mum, she broke down, because obviously the lawyer saying like, you're looking 3 years and that. And it was my mum that I thought like I've just lost all.
But what I'm
my
saying,
mum lost all respect for me now. That made me.
I hear that.
It wasn't because I was scared of I just think obviously people react differently.
Of course, that's again down to parenting and understanding what your child wants and needs, because you see that person daily. That's as parents knowing that's my kid. I need to do it and channel it this way. And you do it with your brother now. We've got brothers.
It's respect as well, innit?
You know how I could do. Like I said, my son's 10. I said take the iPad off him. Kills him. You don't know what to do. But like we didn't have iPads, so you used to get a slap. But there's sometimes people don't have iPads and don't have that.
Nah, do you know, I disagree. Like, I don't think there's such thing as a bad kid, bro. I just think sometimes kids are just crying out for attention in certain areas or whatever. I don't think just beating them is the answer. Sometimes as parents we have to look at ourselves and go, okay,
but there's not
acting
parents
this way.
looking at themselves.
Yeah, I know, but this is what I'm saying. You have to look at yourself and think, okay, they're doing this. It may be a bit arrogant, but why? I think that is better to try and understand instead of just going, this is it, that's it, because.
No, 100%. But what I'm saying is, if I went to do a talk in a jail, in a youth offenders jail. I can't say where, obviously, and who was. This one kid is 16 now, and I was like, I got in trouble. So like, why are you here? Like, you look mad, innocent, like intelligent, could speak. He's on a 37-year wreck. Killed 2 people, dead, and went back and made sure they were dead. And I'm like, I'm looking at this kid go raw, and I'm like, where's your mum and dad? Oh, they're at home. They just don't talk to me now because they tried the best. I'm like, that's a bad kid. I know it's an extreme example. You're just a bad youth. There was evil. Look how many serial killers and all of these. They were bad people. And it's not because their parents didn't love them or this. You're just a bad person, you know.
It's a bad youth.
I just think like the youths in gangs and that now. Like when I was in school and stuff, I would not listen to a teacher who's going to shout in my face. I'd lose all respect for you. I don't want to hear it. I don't like it. I don't want to be in your class. You're spitting in my face and that. Your breath smells of coffee. I don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you're just screaming in my face. But then we had a PE teacher who used to talk to us on a level. We had respect for him.
We've all got that one teacher. We've all got that one teacher that wants
and this is what all of them need. I think the teaching structure needs to change in terms of that because they need to be mentors as well because you can't kick him out of school because he's trouble.
Here's the thing, and again, I know we talk about loads of things, but it comes down to money. Like, policing gets caught. Teachers are getting classes of like 40 kids for one person. Like,
when we were growing up, it was 30, and even that was a lot.
That's what I'm saying. So throughout all of this, what we need isn't getting going for, but we can spend however many millions on Big Ben.
No, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
You can go for and analyse the whole.
This is what I'm saying. It goes higher and deeper than you'll ever realise, and people don't see because the government will sit there and say, "Oh, it's black youths killing black youths. This, that, and the other. There. But you don't.
It's white youths killing white youths.
That's what I'm saying.
Have you seen the murder rate in Glasgow?
But it's wild.
The night crime in Glasgow.
The worst that I've seen, the domestic violence deaths are worse. Domestic violence deaths are higher in the last year than knives. It's never spoke about.
Because it's not, again,
but there's an
not
agenda
cool.
in it. There's obviously
it's
an
not
agenda.
cool because now people are making money out of drill music. It's now
It's an
become,
agenda,
culture is now becoming, this is what, if you look at any campaign, if you look at any campaign, like Adidas, Nike, whatever, it's targeted at culture. That's because now, okay, we can't control that way. We're gonna have to control this way now. Everything is influenced by culture. And it's mad because you're giving people a false sense of security that this is what it is.
I just think it goes back to education. We need to educate ourselves because I've seen something yesterday. I was reading something yesterday.
Education is really difficult because obviously now we talk about social
in terms
media.
of life, like
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. But it's hard to tell kids now.
80% of
you better make sure this fact is right.
Yeah, true, because it's on camera.
80%
you might be right. You best be right here, bro.
I was listening to the podcast this morning, and 80% of the marijuana business only 8%
black own it.
It's $1 billion company.
But then you see how many people are locked up.
We don't know this, and we're the stupid ones because we're the ones getting arrested for it.
The man never got the planes to fly the stuff in and all of that. Come on,
but I mean,
you know what I mean?
You watch too much fucking Narcos, bro. You need to relax. Might as well fly it in. You know about that movie.
I'm talking about legit business, not
I'm
talking about it's legal. It's getting legalized. It's a business.
You got to remember they've changed the law, but they won't ever release anyone that's been done before.
No, they can't because this is what I'm saying. This is why we need to educate people because we're running up and down and doing the legal side of it. Whereas if you actually think we could be investing into the actual business.
In Canada, it's one of the biggest, bro.
Yeah, it's a $1 billion, multi-billion-dollar business.
Coffee shop, innit? It's generally it's a new age coffee shop.
Coca brought into it because they're going to bring out CBD oil in drinks, and it's going to be $1 billion business, a multi-billion-dollar business because it already is now, and we're going to get the run of it. And people of our culture and where we're from because they're selling it and not using it rightly.
So I will speak to people back home, and they literally go, "Oh, you ain't got no problems. You're rich. Like that's the perception now.
But that's always going to be perception, though.
Yeah,
that's
but
always going to be
perception.
Because everyone strives to be rich.
Yeah, but this I said, there's a
bigger
thing now for us to make our kids and their kids, and because people go, oh, you need to make enough money that everyone's cool. Now you need to make. You can make.
In my eyes,
you can make 50k a year, right?
And just be happy.
Very comfortable.
Yeah, and be happy
within your means.
Yeah.
Don't mean you got to go out and get Balenciagas and this, that, and you could live on Zara and be fresh and neat.
But this is the same thing what we're talking about with the whole youth team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. How do you, like, the sign 10...
Don't get me wrong, I've had to learn this the mad hardest way.
Yeah, that's how you're going to learn,
but
though,
now my thing is now, we need to then educate from home. So what we've just spoke about before, when it's like, we've now jumped into the forefront of earning money, and now you've got to be an adult quick, because again, we're only 30. Out there, 30, you're still making mistakes and try to find your right career and do whatever, but because within here, we're earning a certain level of money.
Also, let me throw something at you, though. You got to look at it as a professional footballer.
I don't ever look at myself as
No, but Premier League or conference, yeah? Like, you're in a bubble. So the minute you get out of that and go into the normal world,
of course,
your life started.
Your life started. Here's the thing, though. So here's the thing. Again, we've all come from low income housing. So you go to family parties and you go home. If you're 18 years old, you're not living in a £4 million gaff in the middle of wherever. You literally are still home. So I disagree. The bubble within football, 100% I agree with. But when you go home, you're real again. Just because you play football, people might give you a pass and a blind. But if you're a dickhead, you're still a dickhead.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Do you know what I mean? If you don't understand how to look after your money, people are going to take your money. Yeah. So what I'm saying within that is, we're now a bit thrusted to the forefront.
But there's been a lot of footballers that have been stung by doing, like, when they fit, what did they say it was 60%? That whole bankrupt, divorce.
Yeah, I hear what you say, but what I'm saying to you, though, bro, is we're now getting to the point where we're here and we now at an age where we understand the value of money and the power that brings.
It's hard for you to try and bring that to a youth team player because they're going to be
Yeah, but I'm saying I'm not even caring about youth team now. I'm talking about my home life. I'm caring about my home life. I'm going to my son now. You don't have my.
You have to try and bring this to the young.
I disagree.
Well, I think then, when I was a scholar, we had to do college and that as well.
Yeah.
You're obviously there to be a professional footballer, innit? Yeah. So two of your lessons should be on financial literacy.
100%.
That week. Yeah. And what I've begun to learn, like, a lot of people go fucked, and I bet all these footballers who have gone bankrupt have used financial advisors.
100%.
Financial advisors are only qualified to use certain products. They don't tell you one thing about a stock or about investing in gold.
I'm looking because my uncle does it.
And things like that, you know what I mean? All they tell you is,
do this. Stuff should be taught in school.
Yeah, it should. This is what I'm saying. And that will help everything.
How to pay tax, everything.
You don't get.
I think the tax thing is basically saying
it's going tax.
They don't teach you. I studied accounting.
Yeah.
They don't teach you that. Okay. You know what I'm saying? They don't teach you that in school because they're training you to be a robot at school.
Yes.
They're not training you to have your own business. They're training you to
everyone, because if everyone at school does
because you're just going to be another number. And I think this is my thing with a lot of footballers now. I don't think they know what they want to do by the time they want to finish. You know what I mean? And it's very.
Question to you then: Did you always want that, or did you, in terms of circumstances? Because we've had this conversation before.
I feel like for me, that's what I wanted to do. I thought, you know what? When I went to Aldershot, I believed that I thought, I want to be a professional footballer. And then when I become a professional footballer, I was like, well, is this it? Like, you know what I mean? I worked to get here, and that's no disrespect to Aldershot because I had a great time there. But it was just like, my mentality was something different. And then obviously I thought, you know what? I'm going to start a clothing brand because I like fashion. And everyone laughed.
So yeah, but I remember them times. But that's what I'm saying. You're now not chasing the power. No, you're now chasing what feels, the feeling.
Yeah, like literally. And I'll be real, like, and this is my thing. I say to the kids when we go and talk to all the youth team players about life after football, is the minute I started Fresh Ego Kid, my career went like that. I remember what's his name?
Risha Barr.
No. He's done it. I'm talking about the coach who turned round to me and was like, give 30 seconds about yourself. John Truick. give me 30 seconds about yourself. Jogging around, just signed for Shrewsbury. Marvin Morgan from Manchester, grew up in Watford. I've got a passion for fashion, and I think I'm going to start a clothing brand and see. Whoa, stop! Whoa, stop! I'm like, yo, you okay? Stop, everyone, stop! I'm like, yeah, what do you mean you want to start a clothing brand? What do you mean you want a business? I'm like, yeah, like, if I look at it, like, training, gonna start at 10, finish at 1, bit extra, 2, got the whole day to do nothing.
You never did extra as well.
Yeah. I never done extra. I done a bit extra. I done a bit of core.
Penalties.
Hey, I see what you're doing there. You see you. Don't follow him, bruv. Yeah? And literally, he was just like, what do you mean? And I'm like, well, I haven't got a family, I've got no kids. I'm like, well, think about the people that have families and have 3 kids and have to go home to 3 kids. That's a heavy kind of task, like, and that's what I'm looking at. Is like, don't care. Your focus is football, and only football. You sleep, eat football. And I'm like, that's a bit like.
A bit much.
Yeah, that's a bit too much. I need to live my life as well.
See, that's what pissed me off when the whole Jesse Lingard did his thing, and everyone's getting onto him.
Yeah, but I think his timing was a little bit out.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Everyone's like, why is he starting clothing brand?
Hear you say that, Sorry to cut you, Joe.
Yeah.
How do you know that his timing's out? For
because
him, that could have been the perfect
looking
time.
as a Man United supporter, it was leading up to the Liverpool game, and he had his launch party.
Yeah, but it was his birthday, blood.
It was the same week. I know he's not drinking.
No, but what I'm saying to you is,
like, I'm his fan. I can't say him. You can't do that when I've done the same thing.
Said, though, the timing of it was that for him.
Yeah, for him,
he worked on that for 6-7 months. And God, you know what?
For me,
I'm tired of it. I want it out now.
For me, he done it on a Wednesday, and the game was like on a Sunday.
So if he then scores a hat trick on the Sunday, say win 3-0,
listen,
it's cool.
I had the same argument with someone, but I'm looking at it from the other side of the fence, thinking to myself, like, he should have waited to the game because it is United's biggest game of the season.
Okay, so they lose.
Yeah.
He can't launch it the week after because how dare you do that?
And I'm backing him on. I'm backing him on Twitter. I'm arguing with fans. I'm like, hold on a minute. How can you say he's this, that, and the other because he just had a launch party?
So you're chasing again. I know Jesse as well. So you're chasing the passion. That's what we're saying that everyone should be doing that. But then within the same context, and I know you're looking at it from a different view. You're still going on. He shouldn't have done it then. He can do it here. Yeah. Why? Because you're saying it's the biggest game. But for the biggest game of Man United's career, that's like that coach turning around to you going
110%. So I look at it for my mistakes, what I should have done. You shouldn't have said a fucking word. It's my business. It's nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
You've got me into when football's on, till football's finished. What I do after football's none of your business. And I look at my mistakes. If I can give Jesse any advice. Like, at the end of the day, between football and when football finishes, like, he's United. Anything after that, it's true. But in the season, I genuinely believe he should just focus on football. You know what I mean? Because he's I look at all the messages, I talk to people about this, how could you do things better? I said, you know what? Like, fresh ego kids me. It's a vision of myself. But I look at it now, if I could change a few things, the minute I started the fresh ego kid, football went like that. No one took it serious.
I can appreciate that, but I still think that, again, you got to look at all the surrounding factors. He can still do all the shit in his house and still go to the pool in his house, still go to the gym in his house,
totally agree.
Still got the nutritionist. Like,
totally agree.
He knows, as all of us know, his company is dependent on him still being successful.
110%. His clothing brand.
Yeah, what I'm saying, like
his clothing brand is all to do with him. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day,
I
follow it. I'm thinking to myself, like, I look at it and think, that looks sick. Probably would have done something.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I think. I want him to succeed as also a Man United fan and also as a young entrepreneur around his time, thinking, you know what, I want to try and do.
At the same time, you got to look at it from his point of view, and
I'm looking at both. You know what I mean?
Football is a quarter of our whole life.
We know, and this is for you guys not to talk about. I look at football. Football is a business. You know what I mean? It's a business, and as we spoke about earlier, for the chairman, for the manager, for the players, the loyal people, and the fans, and that's it.
You think anyone's going to care about him when he retires? No one cares about him.
Listen, I remember one tweet I got back in the days, like, just focus on football, that's what you're paid to do. And I remember the reply was, when I'm 40, are Shrewsbury gonna pay for any of my expenditures?
Your pension and that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pay.
These times your manager's going
Yo, Shrewsbury,
yeah. Go watch that.
I don't think it should take as long for us to get to that point.
Listen,
Like I say, it's a learning curve. I still don't think it should take that long.
But what our job now is to tip that curve. It shouldn't be that kind of curve now. We can now go to kids this and this, and if they've got respect, because 9 times that respect is, again, what we said earlier, is based on what they can see. So they look at you now, you get your own shop, you got your own business, you see you doing what you're doing in the Premier League and this and all of that. I'm going to listen to you a bit more now.
If you're not doing something,
that's what I'm saying. So you then take the curve from this to this, and then you hope the next person does it, and you know what I mean, it's like a snowball effect.
It's like back to school again. You'd listen in your lessons that you enjoyed, and that kept you intrigued, didn't it? And when I'm learning about Henry VIII, I do not care about Henry VIII. But what I should have been taught, basically telling you, it's all right to commit adultery in school because he's a legend.
The best thing you learn at school is like social skills.
This is it.
Tax.
But that's why sports are now all
important. Your bills, credit. Credit. Go to university, get in debt, get a job, pay 30% back, and never be able to buy a house. Because if you go to uni in London, you're finished. You'll never buy a house.
But that's it.
When you get a job. If you're a lawyer or whatever, you go get a 30-grand job in London, you still got your uni bill to pay. When the hell are you going to buy a house?
It's still going up as well.
Yeah, and imagine you live in a rough area, in a little flat with your parents still. What are you going to do? I'm getting a good job, but I can't even buy a house.
Again, Jay's probably said to me, and you to the extent as well, you notice it more when you've lived up north. Like, down here is its own little world, you know?
It is though. It's like
it's
a
even
different
worse.
country.
Completely.
London is
It's
like a country
within
on its
itself,
own, and then everything else.
You can do that with Brexit, house prices, manners, everything. Like it's just different down here to how it is back home. Like I said hello to somebody on the tube the other day. And like, do you want to get coming down with a pushchair? You would have thought I was trying to kidnap the kid.
You're scary.
What?
You're scary.
You're scary. But you know when you just had a pink fresh ego top?
See
it there?
Back up north, you go to the corner shop.
It's different.
You go to the corner shop and you go, morning. It's just normal. Down there you say morning to somebody, they look at you like you spat at them. Like it's literally just that's
weird how it's so
bad. I think it's because they get it worse down here. Poverty is worse down here than it is as you go up north. Like,
because more people around you are closer to where you are.
That's what I've always said. Always said.
Even the people that have dough up there, they're not there away from you. Like if man's in Cheshire, isn't it? But you ain't got man balling like right there. Like right there. You're seeing like £2 million flats and then a council estate there.
That's what I've always.
That is London.
I don't West understand is the prime example. You'll have the big 3-store building.
Right where I grew up,
you have the council estate there, around on the block.
Right where by where I grew up, you got Westfield, you got White City House, and then you got Council Estate. Around the corner, man. When you're in White City House, it's like you're in the Bowery, bro. So at the top, you're looking around. The man see South Africa Estate down there with the AstroTurf by QPR, and it's just mash up. Right there, you can literally dash up into the estate.
I did that when I went Carnival. I went Carnival this year. Went through all that.
All them yards there, the millions.
Gentrification.
Bro. Yeah, I was just about to say that. Gentrification.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So there's no pressure on bigger companies or anything like that. Again, systemically, it's meant to be.
No, because they're about money, and the government won't do anything to them because they're making money off them.
Like you said, gentrification. Look at flipping. Is it Peckham or Brixton now? It's all built up. Just run it down. Let all the You lot keep killing each other. Let me make this area cheaper because no one wants to live there. Now we'll buy it and then we'll build it.
But I would say
now they're worth 10 million.
I said this. You just say Croydon. My girl used to live in Croydon as well. Like, she lived on her own for the last 6 months. And I used to drive down there, and I think when you know one bad area, you know all of them to an extent. Do you get what I mean?
All similar.
And you can identify who's who, whatever. And then literally with like speaking to one geezer there, I was like, bro, like, obviously you're doing what you're doing, like, it's clear to see. I'm like, why are you on this road? It's like, this is my road still, like, I live there. I'm like, I wouldn't even let my dog live there. but again, it's talking about the what people identify with. Well, yeah, but look at my whip though. Yeah. See my chain? I'm like, all right, cool. I was literally like, bro, I'm just as somebody that don't know you need to fix up your mentality because you're gonna go jail with that, and this is all gone.
And the mad thing is, when you park that whip outside of that house, what Fed isn't thinking, raw?
It's a bit wild, isn't it?
It's a bit wild.
Yeah.
You know, like that.
Not just that, everyone, not just Fed, everyone's going.
Yeah, but the man that matter, that will put you away. You know what I mean? You can't be parking that big whip outside that house. It don't
Listen, it's sad generation we're living in. What's going on? You know what I mean? And this is like survival. You know what I mean?
But the biggest thing is now, there's a lot of pressure on everyone. Like I've said it enough times in this.
Social media.
A lot of pressure on us. Yeah. Okay, flip that question. Social media. It's how you use your social media now. Because the same way you can push fresh ego, you can now push a positive message along the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like, not everyone's doing that. Everyone's doing it for personal gain.
I kind of put up like, why is everything so negative on social media now? You know what I'm saying? Why can't we say, yeah, I'm happy for this person because they're doing well. And I'm happy for this guy because he's doing this. It's more like everyone's moaning.
It's because people aren't happy within themselves.
Exactly.
That's a deep underline.
When people are doing that, it's just projecting what they feel about themselves. So I don't even really read into it too much, bro. Just be the example that you want to see. Because I think, bro, opinions don't change nothing. Examples do. Like we were saying, you know what I mean? That's what people will follow. That's what you have. And just do what you do, bro. Don't watch the negativity.
Yeah, you just don't nibble, Marv. Like, you know the ones.
Sometimes it's hard.
Nah, you stay nibbling, fam.
Sometimes it's
That's
hard.
why there's a mute button. You want to see my graveyard,
You can nibble about the hair.
Popping, bruv, I'm telling you.
You see you. You see you. Yeah.
I mute, man, because I like to still see me chatting shit and they can't say nothing. It's amazing. You know what I mean? Before I used to block them, but now I just mute them. So you can see that they're saying something and you just move past, you don't even see it. Because at the end of the day, that's all it is projection, isn't it? Like, you don't know me. So however you feel about me,
it's like us with football, innit? You've had a bad game and then
blood.
like you this, that and the other. You're like, you think I went on the pitch and tried
purposely
to play
mash
up?
This is the wickedest one.
You think
when
I'm
I
not
see
trying?
fans saying, yo, these players don't care and that, bruv, no. They went out, they played shit, and they're upset.
There's a couple of players
but listen, when man are saying...
There's not many.
Listen, yeah, there's levels to not caring. Nobody comes out and says, you know what, if I play shit today, it don't matter. When that whistle blows, everyone's trying to win. I don't care.
Everyone's winners.
Everyone's trying to win when that whistle blows. After the whistle, if you're like, oh, you know what, we lost, fuck it, man's going out anyway, that's different. That's not the same as, you know what, I'm through 1-on-1 and goal, but you know what? My manager's a prick, you know.
Might just miss it.
You know, like that.
But you got to remember as well, though. Everyone to get to the certain level, whether these cameramen, yourself, whatever, you've got to be a winner. You've got to be selfish. You've got to be selfish. You've got to be a winner. That's what I'm saying. So I don't ever believe when someone goes, you don't care. My biggest thing, and these have heard me say, people don't care enough. That's my biggest thing. That's my biggest. Yeah, it's just characteristics of people. But I don't think anyone ever goes on a pitch and goes, I hope we lose today, though.
I don't believe they will say that. But
I don't think internally you could ever step on a pitch.
Care enough. And the fact is, you know what? I've played with people
that
can't stand the manager, so don't like the manager. Thinks to himself, I'm going to play well because I need to play well for myself.
Yeah, I get that. But then you still, but ultimately,
it don't matter what he's doing.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a knife edge because if I do well, I'm doing well for my manager.
Yeah, of course it is. But ultimately, like you said, it's business. So you know the business end of it, and all of it comes back to what I just said. Selfish. We're all selfish.
So okay, I got one for you. Selfish, yeah.
Yeah.
You can square it to Andre.
He already knows. I didn't got an answer. He already knows what I did. Everyone knows what I did.
Corner, innit? He's gonna say top.
Some people that don't. But you know.
I would square it. I would genuinely square it. If it's 1-on-1 and he's there, I would square it.
No chance.
You've seen that this year. You've seen that this year. Both of them too, bro.
Yeah, I square
because
it.
I think our mentality is different though than a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because I want to win.
Yeah.
I don't want to score and lose 5-0. I want to win.
You see when company said, yo, You think I'm not going home with this thing?
Bruv, you see all the pictures. You see all the pictures of everyone
watching. This guy has never even done that in training, Not even in training is man doing that.
Hey, is that like if you shot?
Doing it in training, bro.
Nah, but you know what's mad?
Is that you?
You see how tentative the touch was, bruv? You see when he was dribbling, it was all like, let me get the shot on my feet. No one's moving. It was all off balance.
2 in a year in training.
In training, I've had more than that. You're killing me there, bro. You're killing me there, mate. You're killing me there.
Hey, remember when you played football with us?
Hungry ain't doing that in training. There's no way.
You come to play football with a man.
Yeah, but he's a centre back.
He comes to play football with a man. Guess what he did?
Hey, by the way, this is his best story. This is his best story.
Hey, you heard this before when he comes to play football with a man.
You've told Troy about 5 times. But go and tell Andre.
And you went up front.
I went up. I didn't go up. So you're already twisting the story. You know I didn't go up front. I didn't go up front. I didn't go up front.
See how everyone goes to
this
is clarification.
No. I'll tell you what. I turned up to play in his game.
Calm down.
I knew it was bad. Yeah. When they turned around and said, "Can you play in midfield?" I was like, "Why?" Because these guys need to play at the back. They couldn't move. Right?
He went up front,
stitched up the team,
and he never played with us again. He never played with us. He said, "I'm not coming back here again."
I said, if you're gonna make the teams like that unfair,
Bob, you're a Premiership player.
Bob, you know what you've done, mate. You know what you've done.
He went up front.
Listen, mate, Lionel Messi couldn't carry Barcelona. You think Adrian Mariappa's going to carry them?
Earlier he didn't want to stay dumping, and now we're getting things. Messi couldn't even carry Barcelona.
It's true though, bro. Messi had the shovel.
Listen, hey. We know what he did, yeah? We know.
Yeah.
I love you all.
Yeah.
That's my time to go.